Hello and welcome to Bay One. This is Drafalmaraxi doing a quick Robocraft patch notes update. So on the screen at the moment you're going to see the not quite a TIE fighter craft. Seems a little bit less stable than I last remember when I was messing around with it previously, but you may have seen this on the previous stream. But anyway, so really we're not here to look at this, we're actually here to look at the changes, which the biggest one here will be the addition of the new RoboStore thingy. So I'm just going to go to the garage menu because it's easiest to move the mouse. You'll see at the end here you've now got this green thing, which is you've got a robot that you can click to preview, or the old store now has become the new robots tab, so you can just press O to get here and you'll see where you've got all of these robots that have been uploaded by players that are available to rent. Anything, you can only rate them after you've actually rented a bot, so supposedly all of these robots have actually been rented by players and rated and stuff like that. And yeah, I was saying I do not have enough funds, which is not surprising because I do only have 200k. But let's see, is there something that I would technically be able to rent? Yep, that one, 83k. Does it give me more information? So I can see it in the garage there. That's some kind of thruster stick design. It gives you some stats, so you get the robot ranking 2 million, the style, so what people think of the style and the actual combat rating, and then you got the option to hire the robot, and you can see the number of existing rentals there as well. Yeah, and then let's go back. How do I go back? Oh, back. And then what else? Anything? Let's look at something that's a little bit lower tier. So all rankings, let's choose something between the 9 to 30k range. So we've still got some interesting designs laying around here. So let's see, people aren't really putting a lot of actual real description on here. It's somewhat limited. This robot has had 21 rentals so far. It's a 28k bot. Bay 1 TIE Fighter? What the hell? That's probably, for some reason, that's actually picking the name of the bay that I'm currently in, which is stupid. But anyway, so yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah, so that's the new Robo Store. I think the rental is pretty much permanent until you cancel it. I'm not sure. It seems a little bit weird, but it's 10,000 RP. It doesn't really tell me if that's per game or per fight or per day. For 7 days at the cost of RP. Okay, so that might be the 7-day rental price for that robot. When a robot is uploaded or rented, you get a share of the RP or GC. Well, I don't get a share of the actual RP because when you have to actually pay to upload robots to the store, and you can't. I mean, none of these are available. You can't put them up for GC at the moment, so that's a little bit weird. Although if I click there, yeah, there's no option to actually rent for GC. You can't buy any robot, so you can't rent any robot that has parts you haven't unlocked. Yep. After using a bot in battle, you can rate it for combat effectiveness and style. Players can report offensive bot. Sorting system lets you find the exact robot you want. It can be. There's also a new single player option which you can access through fight. Well, I mean, it should be the IO bytes option. Is this the one? Let's go in here. Apparently there's supposed to be a new single player option. Let's take a look at this, in which you can actually earn RP and stuff like that. Obviously, if you go in here with a super powerful robot, you're really not gonna earn that much. Well, you will. You will earn stuff in proportion. Maybe something like that. I'm not sure. But this feature may not actually be in the game yet, because this is a little bit easy. Yeah. Okay, this is just standard AI mode. I think that may not be here yet. I'm just reading off the patch notes on the website, so forgive me if there's stuff that's not actually been here. There's been some bug fixes and stuff like that, but really, probably the ability to just rent stuff is the biggest thing to take note of for now. Yeah, I'm not sure what test mode it is supposed to be, but yeah, whatever. Yes, anyway, so there are some upcoming changes. FreeJam are considering doing something with the other match modes, limiting it so that they only get unlocked when you reach max RR. I can kind of understand why they do that, because there's some unevenness in the number of players in those modes, and it can make getting into a game somewhat extended, but we'll see where that actually goes. Meanwhile, I want to show you the robots that I do have in the available for rent. One of them is the Block Pearl, which is the 73k pirate ship. It's not the easiest robot to pilot or use, and there is a caveat that you need to have the dwarf blocks unlocked. These are the rare T4s, I think, otherwise, or T3s. Otherwise, you won't actually be able to pull the robot or use it, which kind of sucks, but it's still available in the store. And the other one is actually something I built custom, which I just have to find which bay I put it in. It's about 25k, it's this one here. The first battle out that I had with this, I got 20 kills and was at OC 13 before anyone else had surpassed 6. That was on both teams. So yeah, that was kind of a brutal battle. But yeah, you can actually rent this one in the store. It's called the MiniGeddon SMG, something like that. So yeah, look that up. It's a pretty effective Mark IV design. But yeah, anyway, so that's pretty much the patch. Oh yeah, how would I put something for rent? Let me just show you how to do that. So you've got this button here that says upload robot, and then you have to put in the robot name, you put in a description of the robot, which try to put as much information in there as possible, because if you don't adjust that, it looks dumb. And then you have to agree to the terms and conditions, which it's not really clear that you're actually ticking it. It just has a little box in there. It's not actually. It'd be better if they had a more visible yes or no confirmation, and then you've actually got the option to upload there. Yeah, so there we go. And apparently it's 150 GC for every sale, but you can't buy the robot, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, so we'll see how that goes, see if anyone actually takes an interest in this. I am just going to start a game here just so people can see how it works, but I'm not really expecting anyone to sit through and watch the end part of this, because this is supposed to be a much shorter patch notes video, and watching an entire game will be somewhat boring. Actually, let's go into the AR bots mode. This will probably be the best way to show off a little bit of the actual usability of this design. So it is based in terms of the gun placement a little bit on the Armageddon, although it's pared down a lot. It's only got 7 guns as opposed to a lot more that you can have. It does skate a little bit. It's got a lot of internal hidden thrusters. but it is pretty good for taking out towers. The gun placement is carefully modified so that you've got them, or most of the guns other than the one on the bottom can actually fire upwards, so you will get a slight reduction in the effectiveness in terms of taking out towers, but overall that shouldn't be too much of an issue. But yeah, so we'll see how it comes up when we actually get something that shoots back. So not there yet. If I allow anything to shoot back. Yeah, anyway. So it's taken some fire, it's not really taken much damage yet. It's been a little bit. But probably one of the key features in this, or two of the key features, it has 6 Mark IV hopper blades, and it also features 8 Mark IV thrusters, so that's what gives it its speed capabilities, and especially when you start getting overclocked, that makes a big difference. So you'll see just in the top there you've got 2 paired Mark IVs on the top, and then there's a block below that and separating, and then below that you got the other set of 4 Mark IVs, so you can see 2 poking out of the back, and yeah, so that's pretty much it. But anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you around. Goodbye.